Well, thanks for staying tuned. Well, next in our conversation is Uyai Food Festival, and the organizers are saying it is not just an event, but a movement to preserve Akwa Ibom's culinary heritage, empower local businesses, and put Niger Delta cuisines on the global map. Well, to tell us more about the vision, the challenges, and what festival goers can expect as the event takes a center stage today, we have joining us CEO Uyai Cuisines, Obongawan Mariatherese Adiakpan. You're welcome on the program. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. I like the way you just pronounced my name. Mariatherese.
I knew you were going to like that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Well, Uyai Food Festival. I know you. When last time we spoke to you on this particular program, you mentioned it and asked viewers to anticipate, and now it is here.
Yeah.
Could you refresh our memory regarding what inspired this particular idea, and indeed, what are the expectations today?
Okay, the inspiration for me. Thank you for that question. The inspiration for me came when I noticed that our food is on the national table. And everybody's eating afang, everybody's eating atama, fiaifere boot that they call white soup, edikangi kong, coconut rice, and the very popular native rice they give credit to MTN, which we shouldn't. So I now said to myself one day, Bole festival. Bole is not a reversed food. Bole originally, traditionally is a Yoruba food. And Boliatiekpa. Now, Rivers Food adopted the food and enjoyed it, they love it. And now there's Bole Festival. I wouldn't want one day sitting down and I see somebody from wherever celebrate coconut rice festival when I know that my great-great-great-grandmother left that recipe for us. And it is beautiful that we're sharing it, we're eating, we're enjoying it. But I don't want somebody to come and from nowhere own it, like Rivers is owning Bole right now.
So it actually came from Akwa Ibom?
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
It's a Calabar food. You know that once we step out of Akwa Ibom or Cross River, all of us are Calabar people of Nigeria. So most of the food we are enjoying is Calabar food. So that is where the inspiration came from. So for me, Uyai Food Festival will preserve and showcase. And from there, we'll be able to transfer to the next generation and to the next generation for them to know that this food originally came from us. Yesterday, something happened at the festival ground. Somebody came in and ate atama. Each ufok, each food family has varieties of a particular food. So atama has, here I have to speak Ibibio. Atama has atama momoikong, the one you cook with water leaf. Atama back, that one that looks like banga. Atama ikun, melon. Atama etri or atake. So somebody ate atama ikun and was like, I have never eaten this before. And this ikun it's being molded to add to the soup. It's a traditional soup. Atama ikun is, I don't know, there are so many families right now in the last 20 years who have not cooked that kind of soup. So uforo tatampo, which is where I sit, and uforo atama, we sit close. So I hate when somebody say, and I started fanning us. Then it means we've done something. And the person now turned to the woman, can you teach me how to cook it? And I was like, oh, we've done something. Ufo afang is going to give us afang momoikong that everybody knows generally across the country. There's afang etri, there's afang ikun, there's afang abak that I love.
They use similar to
to banga. Yes. So different ways of cooking the same food that we love to do. So my vision, the nearest future is that when once we get to our homes, our wives who are very busy can also give us outside of Atam Afang Momoikong, can recreate Atamabak no, afang momoikon can recreate afang abak, or fang etri, or fang ikon. Do you understand? And the rest of it.
Okay, how did you come about this food family? I'm trying to understand it. Is it like a particular family preparing a particular
No. I am a very traditional person, by the grace of God. I love family. I love where I come from. I'm from Uran, and I'm married into a 3K. In every family setting in our villages, you agree with me that we are known through our families. In Akwa Ibom State, we know Ufo, Nong, Ikot, and the rest of it.
Okay.
So what Uyai Food Festival is able to do is to create a food village.
Okay.
So in the food village, we have a village head. And then we now have food families. Ufo Ofang, Ufo Otama, Ufo Editan, Ufo Edesi, Ufo Utatampo, everything chewable. We have Ufo Edia. Edia is another word for Udia, beer. So everything tubers is Ufo Edia. Where you can eat a pankuko, you have editaiwa, cassava, cocoyam, water yam, a yam itself, and the rest of it. Everything tubers is Ufo Edia. So if you love yam so much, your family is Ufo Edia. If you have rice, you love rice because we know you have coconut rice, you have a desi, we have the native rice, desi, anything we prepare out of rice. If you're of the rice family, please join rice family for desi. If you're of a fan, you know people who can fan themselves for life. Oh, fan.
So within the Afang, for instance, they get to find out other aspects of Afang that they never even
Absolutely.
knew.
That is how we got.
Okay.
So festivals globally, let's talk about business now.
Yes.
You're supposed to at least rake in some considerable funds, or let's say income. Now, talk about the business aspect of it. Have you been able to tap into that effectively, get partnerships and all of that? And then, how effective has documentation been at this time, especially when we know that all of these meals are flying around? We should have, concrete ways of documenting them so that people who never knew that foods like of this nature existed can actually know that they exist.
You asked me two important questions at the same time. I hope I will not forget the other one.
I'll remind you.
So the first one is business, and the second is documentation. So the first one, business, 2 or 3 ways. First of all, yes and no. Yes is what I witnessed yesterday, and like, okay, I've been able to achieve this because I have been able to achieve this because this is the vision I had. Immediately, I had the vision of Uyai Food Festival. You know that I'm a chef, and that I have a restaurant running. I do outdoor food services too. I would have loved to sit down and make all the money by myself. I have enough hands to feed the 10 families. Because every year we have 10 families, we introduce different kinds of food. Last time I said that we have recorded about 300 and something kinds of Calabar cuisine, Akwa Ibom and Cross River. That's when I talk of Cross River, it's the fact-speaking people of Cross River, not the other part of Cross River. So, the 10 houses fire in the festival, and we were able to feed, Uyai Cuisine would have been able to feed the 10 houses. But I decided no. In this industry, I am not alone. I have other food vendors who are like partners, who are like brothers and sisters. Okay, let me bring them in. Last year, I gave them free. They didn't pay for any spot. It was free. I even gave them money because it's a Nigerian breweries that we mentioned. They gave me 2 million naira. I gave them 100,000 naira each to be able to subsidize food. And they sold out for the 2 days. So this year, same thing. I've given them free spots. Everybody sold out yesterday. Everybody. All the folks. At a point, there was no food because I was asking one of my hands, are you hungry? Let me give you money to go buy food. She said, Mommy, there's no food in the village. So it meant the business part of it, the money making part of it. For my vendors, for my colleagues, they make money. I woke up this morning to see somebody sent me a very emotional message thanking me. So I appreciate that that person made money. Has Mariatherese Adiakpan chef Uyai made money? No. Has Uyai Food Festival as a brand made money? No. Not yet. But I believe that in the nearest future I will. Why? Sponsorship. Last year, aside 2 million naira that Nigerian breweries gave to me based on relationship, I didn't have any money. So every kobo was from my pocket. This year, same thing. So, but something too happened yesterday. Somebody I was talking with two people, somebody beautiful or very handsome young man walked up to me. Excuse me, ma'am, my name is so, I need a spot in this festival. And I turned around and looked at him because we've been advertising, we've been making noise the last 2 months. I said, spot how? Please, sir, who are you? You mentioned a brand, a very important brand. And I said, sir, sorry. Can you speak with a social person? The person said, no, sir, we can't give you a spot. 3 big brands walked into the village yesterday and wanted spots right now. No. I negotiated with them, can you give us a certain amount of money? And one, even though they did not give us money, decided, okay, please, let me give you product. Next thing we'll talk about it. And these are people, brands have been begging over the years.
So what's the challenge? Accommodating them?
They were not there. Like the person who walked in and said he wants a spot has beer to sell. Already there's Nigerian breweries with beer.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
A
So
big brand.
it has to go, there must be a way to structure it
Yes,
effectively.
you cannot have two related brands.
Yeah.
Which of course will cause a conflict
you
of
understand?
interest.
But I went to them first because they are here. I've been going there over the years. So economically, my benefits now, no, did not make money. But I know that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, by the grace of God, consistency, we will get there.
What about the area of documentation of this cuisine?
Documentation, thank you, because I know. Documentation, last time I came, I remember we talked about it. It is a place where I am very interested in, to leave records. Like that person said, please, can you teach me how to? There are people who love to read, who love to learn. I said here last time that by the grace of God, because my plan is every year, the food we bring to the festival, we should have a document to release to the public. Like do for Ofam, like an example that has 4, 5 varieties, ways of cooking Afam. We should be able to document. The same with all the things. So every food we bring to the village every year, there should be documentation. So we've done the second edition now without a proper document as I planned. So I'm hoping and praying that I'll be financially stable to do that next year.
All right.
Have I answered?
You have, but at least there should have been maybe some cameras going around and taking some of these
Yes,
shots.
we have.
Yeah.
We have ATPN TVs there.
As long as we have it.
Yes,
I'm sure that
we have that.
We're going to develop it into something that we can present to the public.
Yes, we have.
As we begin to wind down the conversation, yes, an event of this nature, 2-day event of this nature, especially when it has to do with food, also comes with its hurdles and challenges. Talk about hygiene and managing the crowd of people that were there currently. What work has Uyai Cuisines done when we talk about managing all of these issues and challenges that come up with an event of this nature?
I started, and when I say I, because I am a we person, I started planning this immediately after last year's event. So by January, I brought it together. So we have every department to be able to plan and make sure each department is functional. Hygiene, by the grace of God, is tops. Security, tops. All the boxes. Even though we still have little challenges, we are learning, it's a learning process, this is the second edition. But I'm happy that I have a good team. It will only get better.
Was it deliberate, making it come on the day Akwa Ibom was celebrating
Yes, it's
38?
It celebrates.
And that's going to replicate itself
Every
next year?
Yes, last year it was same date, 22nd and 23rd. The reason being that which other day would we celebrate our food if not as our birthday? It is very deliberate by me.
So what should customers expect from, the Uyai Festival this time around?
The Uyai Food Festival is not just about food. Yes, number one is food. Come and celebrate Akwa Ibom food. But customers should expect top-notch entertainment.
Because I know there are some names, some popular names that I know of that also made posts about the festival, that are going to be there.
Yes. Yesterday we had traditional wrestling 2-4 5 food families had their outing on the traditional wrestling thing. This today, 5 will go. And we have a traditional beauty pageant, Mbupo. So 5 went out yesterday, 5 will go today. We'll have a cooking competition. And we have Power Oil sponsor the cooking competition part. So, and they give us products. Then yesterday evening we had folklore by Connelly College students, and it was awesome.
So then Mbopo, is it today?
They said, yes, we still have Mbopo today.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of other things, the features of the festival that we should know, but unfortunately we don't have enough time to go into all of that. Thank you very much, CEO, Uyai Cuisines, Obongawan Mariatherese Adiakpan. Absolutely. Thank you for coming on the program. And, we constantly do pray that the festival would experience better days and continue to grow. Thank you for putting Akwa Ibom on the world map. Thank you.
All the best, ma'am.